Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Igloo here in East Hants. It's the Nova Scotia Senior Hockey League on High Button Sports. My name is Mason Denike. Happy to give you the coverage as it's a battle of the 102 Highway, East Hants versus Truro. A historic rivalry renewed here in the first year of the Nova Scotia revamped Senior Hockey League. We'll take a look at the starting goaltenders. Matt Welsh for the Truro Bearcats is unavailable tonight, so in comes number 33, Alex McDonald, the former Dalhousie Tiger, and 200 feet the other way, it is Brian Gillis, number 31, the veteran senior netminder, will stand in between the pipes for East Hants. The Bearcats come into this game with an 11-game winning streak. Penguins have won 3 in a row. It should be a good one here tonight, and we are underway live in East Hants. It's going to be one back to the point as Anthony will go D to D. Truro has the opening possession. That's going to be played up ahead, but met at the line and sent back inside the Bearcat zone. Anthony back to retrieve it. He'll shoulder check before picking up the puck. As it's going to be played up ahead. Here come the Bearcats looking to play it off the wall. Was Linz, but it's going to be out of his reach. Sent in deep by Spears. Anthony back to retrieve it once again for Truro. Take a hit in the corner. Puck comes free. Truro gets possession. As Higgins will play it up ahead, but that's going to be no icing on the call. Back to retrieve it. The Penguins looking to clear. As here comes number 57, that's Pike. He'll send it in deep. The defenseman, Tyler Pike, is going to play in the corner. Here is Burke. Burke loses the puck, and here come the Bearcats the other way. Entering the zone. It's going to be a shot off the shoulder, and Gillis now go out of play for our first whistle. So as I just mentioned, the Bearcats 11 in a row heading into tonight. A great crowd on hand here in East Hants. The 50-50 already at over $650. So make sure to get your tickets online. Face off to the blocker side of Gillis. Puck is dropped. It's going to be one back, and Gillis makes the save. Penguins looking to clear. It's going to be played up ahead, looking for Noseworthy. Noseworthy is the GM of this Penguins team. He's also playing right wing. That's going to be chipped. Trying to chip into the zone. It's going off a linesman. Bearcats get possession. It's going to be saucered over across the ice. Picked up by Patton. Played up ahead. Here comes Campbell. He leads the Bearcats in scoring. Centering pass. Intended. Will go off a stick. It's going to be cycled in deep. Played up to the line. That's going to be shot just wide of the net. Pinching in is Christie, keeping inside the zone. Puck in the corner. Campbell will let it go to the blue line. Shot from distance will be covered up off the wall by Gillis. So face-off will once again be inside the East Hants zone. And for the draw is G. Blackmore, the former Moncton Wildcat. That's going to be one back by the Penguins looking to clear. It's going to be kept in at the line by number 25, Jessom, as he'll take a hit on the boards. Puck comes free for Pergio. So he'll try and chip it out, but Scullion on the forecheck. Scullion got in a scrap last Saturday for the Penguins right in center ice to start the third period. He set the tone for the final frame as puck along the wall. Both teams battling for possession. So it'll finally come free, but sent towards the goal here. Spears will go skate to stick. Spears shot will go to Pat McDonald. Rebound up top for Rogers. Rogers shot low, looking for the tip. Rebound sent just wide. Good look from Jimmy Scullion to open the score, but will play on at 0-0. That's going to be sent in deep. Gillis out to play it. Gillis will go back out the wall looking for Spears. Spears, the former Valley Wildcat, will play it across the ice. As that will go off the skate of Burke, but inside the zone. McDonald to play it, as he'll play it over for Cole Baker. Bearcats have possession in their own zone, looking to clear. Backhand up ahead, off the stick, and inside the zone. As Chris Armsworthy got a piece of that one. Penguins have possession, played to the middle. That's going to be picked off by Cole Julian with his skate, looking for a hit. Bearcats will slow things down in their own zone. D-to-D pass, played up ahead by Baker as Patton nearly avoids the hit there from Thompson. That's going to be played in the corner. Penguins have possession. So here's Devin Marr. So look to escape the forecheck. Puck comes free in the corner. Penguins looking to clear. As hit from Julian, will free up the puck for a moment. Playing to the line and looking to dump it in is Patton. Plays it down low for Julian. Here is Cole Julian centering pass. Will go high and wide. Puck comes free to the blue line. Here's Anthony. Anthony's shot low will go wide of the net once again. That will escape the zone. Back to retrieve it is Baker. Baker will go over to Anthony on the D-to-D pass. Up ahead, looking for Julian. He'll go skate to stick on his own blue line. Put up ahead. That's going to be intercepted by the Penguins and sent down the ice. Picked off by Baker. He'll put up ahead. Fresh off the bench is Linz. Linz, 2-on-2, looking to center it, look off a skate. Puck comes free for Campbell as he enters the game off the bench. Eric Campbell, D-to-D pass. That's going to be met at the red line and sent in deep. Right there to retrieve the puck on the entry was Tyler Pike. Here come the Penguins the other way. As offside the line, and that will stop play. It's getting shoved into the boards there. There's a Penguin player. Face-off will be right in front of the Truro Bearcats bench. Head coach Lou Lanceleave looking on as his team has won 11 in a row, but they're looking to take down the top-seeded Penguins who have a 3-point lead in the Northumberland standings here in the new Nova Scotia Hockey League. As here's Linz looking to clear, but good job by Daly to poke it off his puck. Comes free for Campbell. Campbell, D-to-D pass. Return pass for Campbell. Up ahead finds Linz. Linz will take a hit from Daly. As up ahead is Ben Higgins looking to get in deep, but it's going to be picked off by the Penguins. Here they come the other way as Noseworthy, the player/GM, will play it over across and go off a skate. Comes straight for the Bearcats. Looking to poke it through neutral ice, but sent back inside the Bearcat zone. Quickly stretched out ahead as Linz will take a hit and dump it in. Him and Daly going out of this shift. Here's Higgins. He's met there with a body check, sent up ahead as Christie will find the neutral ice and send it towards the Penguin zone. It's going to be picked up by Cedric Ralph, who will lose it, and that's going to be dumped back in. Gillis out to retrieve it. We're about 5 minutes in this opening frame. Still no score here in the Igloo. Penguins have it. Here is Daly. Looking to get by the forecheck of Lanceleave. That's going to be chipped in deep. Mara on the forecheck looking to play the hop off the wall, but McDonald gets there with the stick. Jessom looking to clear up for Lanceleave. Here comes Campbell. Campbell using his speed wide. Campbell will put the brakes on looking for a trailer. Pass in front. Just goes off the stick and wide. A good look there for the Bearcats looking to break the ice here in the Igloo as Hunter will play it back. It's going to be turned over. Here's Lanceleave. Lets a bomb go and he gets hit. As sliding down, looking to block that one was Rogers, and a big save from Gillis. And here comes Hunter the other way. Hunter looking to stretch it across the zone, just out of the reach of Riley Spears. Puck comes straight for the Bearcats, looking to clear. Campbell will try and go skate to stick, but it's going to go off a stick of Marr. Comes free for Campbell. Here comes Colin Campbell. Has the puck up top. Plays it over. Here's a shot from Stewart. It's blocked in front. Rebound collected. As here's Holmes. Holmes looking to stretch the pass. It's going to be out of the reach and an icing call on the play. Exactly 6 minutes in this opening frame. No score yet. Shots are 2-1 in favor of the visiting Bearcats. As G. Blackmore will take the face-off against Devin Marr to the glove side of Gillis. Puck is dropped, one back to the point. Here's Lanceleave's shot will go wide of the net, and that will be deflected out of play, so the Penguins can now change as they weren't previously able to do the icing. 50-50 at $815 now. Make sure you get your tickets. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now, as you can see the prices. So I'll drop the puck. One back. Here come the Penguins now. As here's a shot from Schufelt that will be blocked on the way through. Andrew Schufelt, another former Dalhousie Tiger. It's going to be played back in neutral zone. Here's Will Thompson looking to stretch Schufelt, but that'll be out of his reach, and that'll be another icing call against the Penguins. Bearcats make a few changes. They'll send G. Blackmore right back out there for this face-off. To the glove side of Gillis. Puck is dropped. One ahead by the Penguins. That's going to be sent back into the zone. Looking to clear his Pike. He'll go D-to-D. Put up ahead for Spears. Spears looking to play it up for Burkle. Deflected on goal as McDonald couldn't handle the bounce there, but cleared away by his defenseman. As here's Pike. Pike looking to dump it in. Hits a body. Comes free for the Penguins. As here is Schufelt, who didn't like his options, so he'll regroup in neutral zone. Schufelt plays it over. Finds Thompson. Back for Schufelt, who will collect some speed, but he didn't like his options once again, so he'll circle back in his own zone. He's going to play it over for Pike. Pike will get the red line and send towards the opposite corner. That's going to go off a stick and out of play, which will be a whistle. Face off. Looks like it'll be a neutral ice right in front of the Bearcats bench. Campbell in for the draw against Jimmy Scullion. Looks like they're sending a checking line out against Colin Campbell, the top scorer. That's going to hit a skate and deflect back. Penguins have it. That's going to be sent up ahead. Here is Campbell on the interception. Campbell plays it over to Julian, who will enter the zone on the right side. Julian towards the goal. Gillis makes the save. That's going to be played up ahead. Chance the other way. Here come the Penguins. Spears has it. Spears. As Wenzel's streaking towards the goal, that's going to go off the blocker off the shot from Spears. Picked up by Scullion. Scullion has it behind the goal line, but it's poke-checked off the puck. Battle in the corner ensues. Comes free for Truro. There's Lance Leave. Looking to play it up ahead. It's going to be intercepted. And a shot on goal off a one-timer from the point. As Tyler Pike got a hold of that one. This battle ensues on the wall. Puck comes free to the point. There's another bomb from Cameron Pound. Cameron Pound from Great Britain, playing here in East Hants in Canada. That's going to be an icing call against Truro. Face off to the blocker side of McDonald inside the Bearcat zone. In for the draw is Cedric Ralph against Colin Campbell. It's going to be one back by the Penguins. Play to the point. Armstrong trying to return the pass over to Noseworthy, but out of his reach. Bearcats can now change as they just previously iced the puck. Is looking to play off the wall as Mikhail Parker. Here comes Parker over the cross. Passers. Noseworthy fanned on it. Might have got a piece of a stick from the defender, but that will stay out. A great look from number 43, the GM/player. That is Tyler Noseworthy. 8 goals, 10 assists for 18 points on the year. One of the top scorers in this Nova Scotia Hockey League. Speaking of top scorers, here comes Taylor Berkman for the draw. Puck is dropped. It's going to be one back, but intercepted by the Penguins. Kept into the line as a hit on Thompson by Linswell at the puck. As here's Schufelt looking forward in his own zone. There's another hit on the wall. Expect a physical game here in the battle of the 101 highway. That's going to be whistled down. Looks like the net came off of the moorings of Brian Gillis. A great crowd on hand, 50-50, nearing $900. So you better get your tickets here soon. So drop the puck to the blocker side of Gillis inside the Penguin zone. Puck is dropped. One back behind the net. Poked ahead by Pike. As a hit in the corner. That will get the attention of the Bearcats bench. Penguins want a call, but will play on a 5-on-5 as it's going to be batted down by Campbell at the blue line. Comes free. Here come the Penguins as Thompson looking for it, but good defense on the back check from Cole Julian. Sent up ahead. Here's Linz looking to bump it wide. It's going to go off a skate as here's Christie. DDD pass. As penalty on the play. And that will go against the Penguins. So the opening power play will go to Truro. So here comes the CIBC penalty kill. As Thompson pleading his case. Spears went to the box. So about halfway through this opening frame, Bearcats will have the first opportunity on the man advantage. Looks like G. Blackmore out there of Lance Leave. Campbell, Patton. And Daniel Perigo out there for this 5-on-4. Puck is dropped. Scrum draw comes free for the Penguins. Looking to hold the line was Campbell, and he did so. So Campbell playing at the blue line here for this power play. Puck finds Campbell up top. Here is Colin Campbell. Play to the half wall. Gets the return pass. Campbell will make his way to the middle. Plays it over as it's going to be collected by Perigo. As Blackmore played in deep. Here is Lance Leave over to Campbell. Campbell's shot will be blocked. Rebound. They're in the crease. They walk away and they score. Power play goal. Cam Patton, his 5th goal of the season. And it's the Truro Bearcats here on the road who break the ice in the Igloo. Puck came loose on the rebound. And Cam Patton was right there to poke it home past Gillis. 31 seconds into the power play. It's 1-0 for Truro. That's going to be one back as here's Campbell. Campbell looking to saucer cross ice, intercepted. The chance for Noseworthy as he nearly poked that through the goaltender on the forecheck, but will play on. As here is Patton still out there, plays it ahead. Over to Campbell, back for Patton, forehand, scores! Patton double dips, and it's 2-0. Great pass from Campbell to free up number 24 in red, and he has 2 goals in 1 shift. It is a 2-0 lead for the Bearcats here in East Hants. A quick shift in the momentum in this game. 2 quick ones for the Bearcats here on the road. And halfway through this first frame, it is 2-0 for Truro. Great feed from Campbell over to Patton. He made no mistake, roofed it over Gillis on the glove side. And it is a 2-0 score. As here come the Penguins looking to respond. Burke takes it wide. Burke through on 2. Shot looking for the rebound. Redirected wide by McDonald. Looking to clear is Truro. Play up the boards. It's going to be kept in for a moment. Finds a stick of Christie. He'll go D to D. Bearcats will play up ahead. Might be a 3-on-2. It's going to be sent in deep and nearly avoiding a hit was Dempsey on the dump in. Gillis had to play it. Sent up ahead. This here's Schufelt. Schufelt finds Armstrong. Will enter the zone as he's met there by a Bearcat defender on the back check. That is Perigo. Forced to regroup is Brett Armstrong as he'll enter the zone. Armstrong shot will go into the glove of McDonald, and he'll make no mistake and freeze the rebound. That's going to take us to our TV timeout. So we'll be back in just a moment. It's Bearcats and Penguins on High Bun Sports. Welcome back inside the Igloo. It's 2-0 for the visiting Bearcats. They've won 11 straight games, and they have a 2-0 lead. Both goals came in the same shift. It was Cam Patton with his 5th and 6th goal in the year. First goal was on the power play, and then the ensuing shift right after, he went down and scored out the feed from Colin Campbell. That is your story so far. We're halfway through the first period. This is going to be one back, looking to set up Schufelt on the face-off, but that's going to be off a stick and sent down the ice by Cole Gillian with another face-off inside the Bearcat zone. Truro cannot change. Same 5 on each side will remain out there. Burke in for the draw against Armsworthy. Puck is dropped one back. Here is Schufelt. Plays it up for Thompson. Thompson shot through the screen, blocked by Julian. Play to the point. Here's a shot from distance from Pike. That's going to be blocked once again by Julian. Looking to clear the Bearcats, and that will escape the zone. Comes straight for Armsworthy. Played up ahead. Here comes Lance Leave. He'll take it wide. Lance Leave shot towards the goal. That's going to be covered up by Gillis. There'll be no rebounds. So face-off will be inside the zone as the clock was running for a bit there. We stopped at 8:35 on our end, but the timekeeper, they got a lot on their plate right next to us on the left side. It's quite the show they put on here in East Hants. Looks like they'll set it back to 8:32. So we're ready to go here. Higgins in for the face-off against Devin Marr to the blocker side of Gillis inside the Penguin zone. Puck is dropped. Play to the board, sent in deep by Hunter. Penguins have it, looking to clear. That's going to be intercepted by Linz in neutral ice. That's Denver Linz. Here come the Penguins. There's a pass towards the goal. Is making a nice move there. There's Perigo looking to make it 3-0 here early. But it is still a 2-0 score. Here's Hunter, fan on the pass, but made its way to the stick of the intended recipient. That's Holmes. As Holmes has it, Jessamine on the back check will kick the puck from him. Here come the Bearcats, plays it over. Here's Linz. As Jessamine streaking towards the goal, looking for the puck, but he got tangled up. Higgins finds it, plays it in deep. That's going to be collected by the Penguins. And stretch pass will be out of the reach and off his stick as Shiro will recollect. Here's Baker, who'll send it in deep. 7:45 to go in the second period. As Gillis will leave it behind the net. Pike will take over. Play to the wall. Penguins have it. It's going to be entering the zone. The shot will go wide of the net. And that was Riley Spears letting that one rip. Puck comes free in neutral ice. As Will Thompson will slow things down. Centering pass in the middle will be intercepted by Lance Leave. It's looked to enter the zone, but picked off. Here comes Scullion the other way. Scullion makes a move as he nearly gets blown up as he had his head down, but Campbell will collect the puck instead. Campbell will sauce it cross ice. Gillis have to play it once again. Still played up the wall for Baker. Baker looking to go cross ice, but it's going to be picked off by the Bearcats, doing a great job with their defensive sticks to neutralize the Penguins. Trying to go east to west on their passes. As here's Spears. Plays it up for Baker. Shot will be gloved down, and then a rebound from McDonald. At the top of his crease, makes the save. McDonald doing a great job of filling in for Matt Welsh, number 73, who is not available tonight. The thing about senior hockey is there's no obligation to play. It's either you want to play or you don't. Matt Welsh probably would have been starting tonight if he was available, but he's not dressed or playing tonight. That's going to be another icing call, which will stop play. So we'll redo that face-off inside the Bearcats zone. Still 2-0 for the visiting Bearcats. Shots on goal are 10-9 in favor of East Hants, but they have not been able to solve McDonald just quite yet. Birkin for the draw. That's going to be dropped, but Merle Putnam might have had the advantage on that puck drop, so they'll redo it. Sorry, that's a little... Drop the puck again. It's going to be one back by Patton. He has both goals for Truro tonight. So here's Burke behind the net. Play to the point as Pike corrals it. Pike will try and shoot on goal. Nearly turned it over. That would have been a breakaway for Lance Lee the other way, but he'll hold it inside the zone. Here is Burke. Drops it behind the net. That's going to be off the body as Regan Spears are going to center it. Comes free for Campbell. Campbell up for Patton. Patton's been dynamite so far tonight. He'll send it in deep. Up ahead for Campbell. Shot off the rush will just go wide and out of the zone. As Sean Nelville back to receive it. He'll take a hit right in front of the Penguins bench. Comes free. Here's Schufelt. Andrew Schufelt will make a nice move. Plays it behind the net. Schufelt centering pass will be intercepted. Here comes a penalty against the Bearcats. So we'll have a Penguins power play. Here's Thompson. Shot looking for the tip. That will make its way on net, but McDonald makes a save. So here comes a Penn Hills power play for the Penguins. We'll see what the call is. As the goal scorer, Patton, arguing his case. Interference will be the call. Patton seems like a very passionate player for Truro, as he's arguing the interference call. So, incoming Penguins power play, brought to you by Penn Hills. One to the line, here's Thompson. It takes a pass from Schufelt. Play to the half wall for Burke. Plays it down low. As Schufelt finds Thompson. Over to Burke. Centering pass off a stick. Thompson collects it. Here's Thompson again, over to Burke. Burke will let a shot go up high. That will make its way up the glass. Kept in by Schufelt. Finds Thompson. Here's Thompson, will let a shot go low. Looking for the tip. Rebound! That will stay out. It's loose in the slot area, but covered up by McDonald. Puck took a few hops off the shot from Thompson. That will be corralled by Alec McDonald, playing his second game of the season, but showing no signs of rust, is number 33 in red. 1:28 to go in the Penguins power play, brought to you by Penn Hills. Scrum draw, played up top. DUD pass finds Pounds. Pounds plays it over the half wall for Noseworthy. Here's a shot from Spears off the shaft of the stick. McDonald, that will stay out. Here's Pound again, that will go off his skate. We'll switch spots with Noseworthy. Pound, puck collected by Spears. Spears will drag, but it's going to be poked off the puck. Chance to clear, and that will be sent down the ice by Cole Julian, the Eastern Shore native, playing for the Truro Bearcats, and be sent up ahead. Tipped inside the zone, so no icing. Spears in the forecheck. Holmes looking for it. Here's Garrett Holmes, so go skate the stick in the corner. Play to the line for Daly. Daly will take his spot in the middle of the ice. Drops it off for Pounds. Pound will hesitate. Plays it over. There's a one-timer through the screen. Rebound sent to the corner. Was unable to poke that one home was Mikhail Packer. DD pass up for Pound. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Pound. Will let a shot go low through the screen. Saved by McDonald as he found that one through the traffic. Play to the line. Here's Pound again. One-timer fanned on as Daly whipped on that slap shot from the point. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Last chance here. Sent up ahead for Spears. Loses the puck. Sent up ahead by Putnam. Here comes Truro shorthanded, and that's going to do it for the Penguins power play. Back to 5-on-5. Patton back out there for Truro, so he'll head to the bench. It's going to be chipped in deep. And on the forecheck is Jordan Wenzel. Wenzel able to recover it in the corner. Penguins looking for it. Comes free for Truro as they look to clear. 3.5 to go in the first period. It's 2-0 for the Bearcats on the road. As getting the line was Nelville, who sent it in deep. That's a play to Gillis once again. Not afraid to play that puck is number 31 for the Penguins. Chance the other way. Here comes Scullion. Over crossers. Wenzel fires one and scores! Scullion made the pass over to Jordan Wenzel. Made no mistake past the glove of McDonald. And the Penguins are on the board. It's 2-1. They were unsuccessful on the power play, but they came right back down and cut the lead in half. Home crowd is back into it. It's a 2-1 game. Wenzel off the pass from Jimmy Scullion. 2-1 is your score. Here come the Penguins again. It's going to be sent in deep by Pike. Makes his way around the wall, looking to clear his Truro, but it's going to be sent back in deep. Good forecheck from the Penguins. Cycle pass as Truro regains possession. Played up ahead for Lancelieve. Lancelieve gets pinned to the wall. It's going to be kept in by the Penguins. Good forecheck once again. Comes free for Jessen. Will backhand it up ahead for Hatton. Up for Colin Campbell. Top line back out there for Truro. Campbell will regain possession in neutral ice. Enters the zone through the middle. Pass across, but offside the line. As Patton was streaking towards the goal, Campbell was looking for him, but offside is the call. 2.5 to go in the opening frame. Jordan Wenzel just scored the goal to make it 2-1. Truro scored the first two off the stick of Cam Patton, his 5th and 6th of the year. Wenzel scored his 3rd of the season. As Truro has it, played up ahead by Baker rather. picked off by Armstrong. Sent towards the goal. Here is Burke, the East Hants native. Will play to the blue line. Pass towards the slot. Here's Armstrong. Shot blocked in front. Jessom got a shin pad on that one. Saves a centering pass, but good stick from Lanceley. As here comes Churro. Patton over to Campbell. Colin Campbell shot off the rush. Will go off the stick and wide of the net. Good look there from the Bearcats' top scorer, and a hit in the blue line from Lanceley. Will free up the puck. Here is Campbell. Centering pass, looking for Lanceley. Will be off his stick. Here comes Burke now the other way. The Hunter has it. Up ahead for Rogers. Will take it wide. Rogers looking for Mars, streaking through the middle, but picked off as Campbell. Might be a one-on-one. 2-on-1 with Lanceley. Campbell, pass across. Here's Lanceley scores! Colin Campbell made the pass. That's going to be finished off by Carson Lanceley, number 93. The Bearcats regain their 2-goal lead. Campbell has great patience out there, number 11 in red. He drives the play every time he's on the ice. He waited for his man Lanceley to get in the right spot in front of the net, and he found him. And Lanceley had a great look and made no mistake passing over Gillis. And the Bearcats have scored 3 goals here in the opening frame and have a 3-1 lead in East Hants. So here comes the Ralph. It's a shot save made from McDonald. Play to the line. It's going to be kept in. It's here. A chance for Pound. Pound sent towards the goal, looking for the tip in front. That's going to be sent just wide as Packer was in front of the net. 1:10 to go in the opening frame. It's going to be picked up by the Penguins. This here's Ralph. Gets taken down. Arm stays down as well from the referee. Churro will take it the other way off a shin pad of Stewart joining the rush. Comes free, neutral ice. Here come the Bearcats. Perigo plays it up for Stewart. Back on the wall for Perigo inside the last minute of play. That's going to be recollected by East Hants as they'll slow things down. Send up ahead. Played back by Pounds. That's going to be turned over. Here comes Campbell right back on the forecheck. As it's going to be turned over and neutralized. Julian will poke it in. That's going to be onside. Here is Julian in the corner. 24 seconds to go in the first period. Battle ensues in the corner. It's going to come free behind the net for a moment, but right back on the wall. It's going to be picked up 12 seconds to go, cycled in deep. Here's Julian. 10 seconds now. Julian will make his way to the slot. That's going to be a penalty on the play. With 3 seconds to go. Another penalty kill brought to you by CIBC. Referee and neutral ice made the call. 2 minutes for slashing. That will go against Regan Spears, number 7. Looks like that will even things up, so slashing calls on both sides as Julian went to the box as well. So a penalty on each side. Not sure if this will be 4-on-4. So we can get rid of that CIBC penalty kill logo. 3 seconds to go in the frame. Looks like it'll be 4-on-4. So that's going to be one back ahead for Ghost, and that's going to be the end of the first period. So the Bearcats score 3 goals in the opening frame. 3-1 is your score heading in the first intermission. You're tuned into High Button Sports. Our coverage of the Nova Scotia Senior League will continue in just a moment. Dan Boney on the ice. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back inside the Igloo. It's Penguins and Bearcats in the Nova Scotia Senior Hockey League. 3-1's your score for the Truro Bearcats. Both goals, or the first two goals rather, came from Cameron Patton. Then the final goal, the third goal for Truro came from number 93. That's Cameron Lancely. Lancely has a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Colin Campbell, 2 assists. And the only score for East Hants in that period was number 12, Jordan Wenzel, off the pass from Jimmy Scullion. And Brett Armstrong got the other assist as well. So it's 3-1. It's 4-on-4 to start the second period, as Julian and Spears both took slashing calls. A minute and 57 seconds of 4-on-4 to start the middle frame, and we are underway for the second period of play. Battle ensues on the boards. That will escape the zone. That gets by Burke. That will slowly make its way down the ice. No icing as a signal. Gillis have to play it, as he'll hold on to it. Leaves it for Pike. Tyler Pike dishes it off for number 91. That is Andrew Schufelt. Schufelt down the middle, went to the zone and fan on the shot as puck comes loose in the corner. As another penalty on the play, that will go against the Penguins. So it looks like a 4-on-3 power play for Truro, which will take us into the CIBC penalty kill. Might see some blood on the ice there. Might have been a high stick in the corner. So we could see a double minor. Let's see what the call is from the referee in center ice. 4 minutes for high sticking, so they found some blood on Neville. Schufelt pleading his case, but he'll sit in the box for 4 minutes. So a minute and 26, 4-on-3 power play for Truro. They got Putnam out there. Ben Higgins on the blue line. Looks like they got 4 forwards out there right now. A little bit of confusion as they were lining up for their regular power play, but they forgot that it was 4-on-3, not 5-on-4. That's going to be cleared down the ice. As here is Ben Higgins. He'll start the rush for Truro. A local boy, Ben Higgins. He's from the Truro area, as he'll enter the zone wide. Higgins towards the goal. Looking for Putnam, but that will go off a stick. Comes free up top. There's a pass across. Picked up by Perigo. Perigo will enter the middle of the ice. Plays it over. As here's Linz. No call on the play, as here is Linz again. Takes the pass in the circle. Penguins looking for a penalty in the slot area. But we'll play on at 4-on-3. Here's Linz. Plays it behind the net. Putnam has it. Putnam on the top. There's Perigo. Perigo will hesitate and hold on to the puck. Takes it in the circle, centering pass, looking for the one-timer. As he's a chance either way. Might be a breakaway. Here come the Penguins, now short-handed off the post. Good look there. As that was Jimmy Scullion, number 10. He had the assist on the Penguins' only goal of the first period, and he got loose there short-handed, but he could not beat the post. He beat the goaltender. So 25 more seconds of 4-on-3. That'll be a 2-minute and 35-second 5-on-4 power play for Truro. As Eisner, the head coach, arguing the call. I was watching the puck, not the player in the slot. A player fell down to his knees in the slot area, but the arm stayed down. Looked like a bit of a jab, according to my sources here. Head coach is Ryan Eisner for East Hants. Assistant coach Laurie Eisner and Robin Eisner, so a bench full of Eisners for East Hants. They're still arguing the play. Looks like that will be the end of the discussion. Ryan Eisner a passionate head coach here in East Hants. This is a big game for the standings. East Hants currently has a 3-point lead over Truro for first place in the Northumberland division of the Nova Scotia Hockey League. As we'll finally get back to game action. So 25 more seconds of 4-on-3, and then it'll be extended Bearcats power play for 2.5 minutes or so. That's going to be collected and sent down by Ralph as he intercepted the pass and neutral ice. McDonald out to play it. Leaves it behind the net for Pregame. Pregame dishes it off for Colin Campbell. Had 2 assists in the opening frame. Campbell takes a wide shot looking to fool Gillis, but he stands his ground and looks like it is now a 5-on-4 power play. Here's Lance Leave, has 3 points tonight. Play to the point. Over cross, Campbell collects it. Campbell, play to the half wall. Back up top for Campbell. It's going to be intercepted. Chance to the way, but Campbell holds the line. Good job from 11 to keep the play inside the zone as he gets taken down. Arm stays down as well, so there's your makeup call for East Hants. Will remain a 5-on-4 power play for Truro. There's about 2 minutes left in the double minor. Chance to the way, shorthanded. Here comes Ralph, sent towards the goal. Puck is bouncing, but corralled by the Bearcats, and here they come the other way. Picked up by Patton, drops it off for Campbell with Lance to leave. Here's Campbell, shot to Pat Gillis, who kicks it in the corner. It's still 3-1, sent down low. Here's Campbell on the goal line, centering pass. It's through the crease. Gillis couldn't find it, played it down low. Here's Lance leave now, plays it up top for Blackmore, sent down low. Looking to find it across for Pregame. Puck comes free. Here's Marr short-handed. Devin Marr looking to center it, but he couldn't make the pass across. As he's still on the forecheck, 1.5 to go on the penalty kill. Here is Lance leave. Goes skate to stick, enters the zone. Drops it off for Colin Campbell. Campbell has the puck up top. Makes a pass over for number 55. That's Eric Campbell. His shot just goes wide. Comes free for Colin Campbell on the half wall. 1:08 to go on the power play. Sent down low. Campbell has it again. Campbell shot up off the mask. That's going to be collected by Marr. Marr will hold on to the puck. Marr plays it over. Here come the Penguins shorthanded. Pass up ahead. Here's a shot at the blocker. That will go to play. As Mikhail Packer let that one rip. Still 52 seconds to go in the CIBC penalty kill. Face off will be inside the Bearcat zone. Good job from East Hants on this penalty kill. There's a lot of penalties to start off the second period. As here's Rogers off the DD pass. Watch out there. It's Hunter. Took a one-timer unintentionally from Hunter as he tried to clear the zone. Comes free. Here is Eric Campbell, number 55. Will start the rush on the power play for Truro. Plays over to Higgins. Here's Ben Higgins. Plays to the middle. Finds Putnam. Here's Putnam shot, but he fanned on it. Comes free in the corner. Putnam has it again for Truro. Putnam holding on to it on the wall. Plays it over for Campbell. There is Eric Campbell. Walks his way down and shoots one. Just goes past the glove side and wide. Here's Christie. Holds the line. Plays it over for Campbell. Eric Campbell fakes the slap shot. Will walk down the boards. Back up top for Christie. Shot through the screen. Rebound into the glove of Gillis, and he'll cover things up. So 4 seconds to go on the penalty kill. As Schufelt looking to get out of the box. He's got his hand on the handle. Could get sprung for a breakaway here. Bearcats up 2 goals, 4.5 minutes into this second period. So back to 5-on-5. Schufelt right back out there on the forecheck. Pass up ahead looking for the stick of Dempsey. That will go off of his twig and sent in deep as Gillis fumbled the puck. Here's a pass in front, but good defensive stick by Pike. Breaks up a possible scoring chance. Here comes Schufelt. Andrew Schufelt enters the zone. That's going to be offside. That will stop play. Take a look at the point leaders. We'll have a moment overall in the league. As you can see, there's a lot of Penguins on your screen. Andrew Schufelt, the top scorer overall in the Nova Scotia Hockey League. Colin Campbell right behind him. That's going to be a face-off. Right neutral ice. Pike takes a D-to-D pass. It's going to be sent in the corner. As Patrick Stewart will collect the puck. Plays it over the opposite wall. Puck comes free. As last man back for East Hants' Pike. He'll go D-to-D. Plays it over for Thompson. Thompson up the wall, finds Burke. Burke will shove it ahead, takes a hit from Julian. As Al will free out the puck. As Pike collects the neutral ice, battling with Armstrong for possession. As Julian will recollect. Here's Cole. Julian will take a hit right in front of the camera as I nearly got hit with a high stick there. As that's going to be sent in deep by Alex Anthony, and that will go out of play. 14 and a half to go here in the second period. Face-off will be right in front of us here in the booth. In for the draw is Cedric Ralph against Ben Higgins. Two former St. Mary's University Huskies. This is going to be one back for Pound. Pound plays it over, finds Daly, pass up ahead. Here comes Noseworthy on the right wing. Shot will go at the blocker. And that will just sail wide. Chance the other way. Here comes Putnam. Putnam will enter the zone wide, takes a hit from Pound. Pass across, looking for Higgins, will go off his backhand. But the point is Stewart. Slap shot through the screen. Might have got a piece of a body in front. As there are a lot of Penguins sacrificing the body. Chance the other way. Here is Ralph towards the goal. Sent on net. That will be kept out by McDonald. As here comes Putnam the other way. Might be a 2-on-1. Putnam holding on to it. Makes a move towards the net, but Pochek will send the puck in the corner. Stewart will throw it towards the goal as Gillis will hold on to it. Thought about playing it. So as I just mentioned, the marquee matchup tonight. Former SMU Husky teammates Ralph and Higgins. They just took that face-off. They're going at it against each other here in senior hockey. As Higgins has a few words for the Penguins bench as he heads to his own bench. He'll drop the puck inside the Penguin zone. That's going to be a hit on the forecheck from Wenzel on Neville on the blue line. That will escape the zone. Here come the Penguins, 2-on-2, but good defensive stick from Jessen will free up the puck. It's going to be sent in deep. That'll make its way around the wall, kept in by Wenzel. Wenzel sent towards the middle, played to the blue line, that will escape the zone. As the Penguins are forced to regroup, here's Armstrong, cross-ice pass, will come free for Wenzel. Wenzel looking to return it, but it's going to be picked off. Here comes Patton, played it over across looking for Campbell. That's Colin Campbell, that good back check from Spears. His top line for Truro has sure been effective. Lancelieve, Campbell, and Patton. Patton with 2 goals, Lancelieve with a goal and 2 assists. Campbell with 2 assists tonight so far. That all came in the first period. There's still no score in this middle frame. As Nelville will hold the line for a moment, but Penguins get possession. Played up ahead for Spears. Spears will get a reverse hit on Jessom as he sends it into the zone, right in front of the Penguins bench, and they saw that and they liked it. Penguins have it in the O-zone. Cycled in deep by Wenzel. It's going to be turned over. Bearcats have it. As Colin Campbell gets taken down. Puck comes free. Battle ensues as Neville looking for it. Comes free the other way. Here's Spears. Spears over across. Here's Armstrong. Shot will sail wide over the net. It's going to be kept in by Pike. Or no, that will escape the zone and try to play it back in, but that's going to be offside. 12:19 to go. Pike nearly held the line there, but that just trickled over the blue. So they'll drop the puck right to the left side of the broadcast booth. Burke against Blackmore for the face-off. One back. Here is Pike. Has the puck on his own blue line. Pike, DD pass, finds Armstrong. As Thompson plays up, here's a slap shot off the rush from Schufelt, and save made and rebound collected by McDonald. McDonald, as I mentioned, playing in his second game of the season. Matt Welsh unavailable tonight for Truro. About 8 minutes have gone here in the second period. It's still 3-1. No scoring yet in this second period. Here's Pike up the face-off win. Plays it over for Thompson. His shot goes wide of the net. Schufelt finds the rebound, plays it towards the net, but that's going to be off a skate. It gets the puck again. Play to the point for Pike. Pike plays it over, finds Thompson on the DDD. Thompson shot looking for the screen. That's going to be stopped by McDonald once again. He'll freeze play. Inside, 12 minutes to go. Colin Campbell back out there for this face-off with Julian and Armsworthy. Colin Campbell getting lots of minutes. He's the Bearcats' top scorer, and he's 2 assists tonight. Puck is dropped. Bearcats have it in their own zone. It's going to be put up ahead by Eric Campbell, number 55. So both Campbells out there together. Not sure if they're related or not. As here's Pike for East Hants. Put up ahead as Campbell trying to nudge Ralph off the puck. Ralph has it on the net, looking to center it. That's going off his stick. Pinching in is Thompson. He'll hold the line for a moment as he stands up his man in the corner. Battle ensues on the wall. Here is a chance for Burke. Shot low off the pad. Penalty coming up. Both referees put their arm up right away. It looks like it'll be a Penguins power play. Tripping is the signal. So back to the power play go the Penguins, presented by Penn Hills. Tripping is the call against Eric Campbell, number 55. He'll sit for 2 or less. Chance for the Penguins to dig into this Bearcats lead. We're approaching the halfway mark of the second period. That's going to be one to the wall. Spears looking to take it off the corner. And he does. Play to the point. Here is Pound. Plays to the half wall. Pass down low for Hunter. Centering pass. That's going to go off a stick. Comes free for Pound. Plays it over. There's a shot deflected just wide. That will go out of play. Just 19 seconds in the power play. Noseworthy, Spears, Pound, Daly, and Ty Hunter out there for this man advantage. Noseworthy will take the face off. Puck drop. One in the corner for the Bearcats. Are going to clear. It's going to be kept in. Play to the line. This here is Pound over to Daly. Daly takes on his backhand and shoots one out the blocker. Rebound collected by Hunter. Here's Ty Hunter. Put to the wall for Noseworthy. Noseworthy finds Pound up top. Back for Noseworthy on the half wall. Noseworthy play to the middle. Here's a shot from Spears redirected by Hunter, but just wide. Puck comes free. Here is Daly. Sent in deep. Looking for Hunter. Hunter collects. He takes a hit from behind. No call on the play. That's going to be attempted to be cleared, but kept in. Spears has it. Spears centering pass. Here's a chance for Noseworthy. Shot! That will be kept out by McDonald. As he fought off the puck there, Noseworthy tried to go posting in on the short side, but he cannot find the hole. He's a little frustrated at himself. As Stewart and Noseworthy going at it neutral ice. Noseworthy, the general manager of the Penguins, also a player. Former Dansbury Trasher. Apparently he's good friends with Diamond Hands, which is pretty cool for me. As here is Schufelt. Play to the point. Here's Thompson blocked. Was his shot. Rebound there! Sent just wide, and that comes off, and that will stop play. Good look there on the back door, but it's going to be kept out by McDonald. 51 seconds to go in the Penn Hills power play. In for the draw. On both sides is Burke out there. That's Taylor Burke, number 19. Up against Cole Julian, number 44. Puck is dropped, one back to the point. Here is Schufelt. Schufelt has the puck on the top of the circle looking for a lane. Drops it off for Thompson. Thompson over to Burke. Back for Thompson. Thought about the one-timer, but holds on to it. Thompson back for Burke. Burke plays it down low. Centering pass will just go wide. As Armstrong had a good look there in front. Comes free for Schufelt up top. Schufelt up top for Thompson over across. Here's Burke. Slap shot off the mask. Rebound. They score. Good puck movement from the Penguins in the power play. Regan Spears was right there on the doorstep to put home the rebound. And it is now a 3-2 hockey game. Penguins power play goal. Penguins had a lot of great chances on that man advantage, and they finally capitalized with 20 seconds to go on the power play. It was Regan Spears who got the goal. 1-goal game here in East Hants. As Patton right back out there with Campbell and Lanceleave, the top line for Truro looking to respond after giving up a goal. And Baker and Lanceleave battling in the face-off circle, neutral ice. I don't think there'd be a fight in this game with how close it is, but you never know. There was a fight last week, and that got the crowd right back into it. It was a 10-goal spread, but it was still an exciting game. That's going to be cleared to neutral ice. Here is Baker. Will hesitate and eventually dump it in deep as Gillis couldn't handle the hop cleanly. And on the forecheck is Campbell. Here's Colin Campbell. Saucer over looking for Patton, who's on hat-trick watch with 2 goals. Chance to clear for East Hants, sent up ahead by Baker. Puck on the blue line. That's going to get past Hunter. Comes free as Marr will send it in deep. Back to retrieve it is Jessom out of the corner. Matt Jessom will look to clear. That will make its way neutralized for Armstrong. Lance leave on the forecheck against Armstrong as Armstrong will make the play down the ice, and that will be an icing call. And that will take us to our halfway point of the period, which should be an intermission. 9:15 to go. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back inside the Igloo. It's a 3-2 game. Bearcats have the lead. All 3 of their goals came in the first period. 2 of them from Cam Patton, who's taking the face-off. This top line for Truro has produced all 3 of the Bearcats' goals tonight. Patton with 2 and Lansleeve with 1. Campbell 2 assists. Lansleeve a goal and 2 assists, and Patton with 2 goals on the night. So here's Patton on the top of the circle. Comes free for Campbell, trying to fight off the defense. For number 44, Connor Rogers. Comes free behind the net. Pass up top, here's Stewart. One-timer low. Stop made by Gales. There's no rebound in front. As Campbell and Scullion battling in front of the net. Linesman will come in and separate those 2. Don't think the Bearcats want Campbell fighting in this game. That's Colin Campbell. But I'm sure the East Hants' plan of attack is to get number 11 off his game. They definitely weren't able to do that in the first period. He had 2 assists. That's out of the bench. Jay Blockmore out there for this face-off. Puck is dropped. 1 ahead. Here comes Wenzel. Wenzel has the only goal, or the first goal for the Penguins, rather. The second one came from Regan Spears. Here's Scullion. DD pass. Finds Daly, played up ahead. Here's a chance for East Hants. Shot towards the goal, looking to go over the shoulder of McDonald. That will sail over the net and out of play. That was Riley Spears with that shot, number 89. So Regan and Riley Spears both playing for East Hants. Not sure if they're related or not. Cedric Ralph will take the face-off inside the Bearcat zone against Blackmore. Puck is dropped. 1 back by Truro in the defensive zone. Campbell looking to clear. Comes free up top for Daly. Shot through the screen, blocked by Anthony. Rebound sent on net. McDonald makes another save. Another chance. Up to the point. Here's Pound. Save from McDonald. In desperation, he came diving out with the blocker. It's still 3-2. Here comes Blackmore the other way for Truro. Blackmore takes it wide, centering pass. It's a backhander. Save from Gillis off the glove. Good looks on both sides, but it's still 3-2. Sent up ahead. Here comes Daly. Shot from distance off the pad of McDonald. There's a chance at the rebound sent through the middle of the ice. Picked up. East Hants have possession in the offensive zone. It's going to be chipped in deep by Ralph. Centering passing for the rebound. Noseworthy. Whacks away, but McDonald stands his ground. It is still 3-2. Noseworthy right there in the crease trying to whack home the rebound, but could not solve McDonald. Great action here on a Friday night in East Hants. 7.5 to go in the second period. Bearcats hanging on to a 1-goal lead. They have won 11 straight games heading into tonight. Penguins have won 3 in a row. They have a 3-point lead in the standings in the Northumberland division of the Nova Scotia Senior Hockey League, which features 4 teams in this division and 3 teams in the Cape Breton division. As here is Schufeld. He'll take a hit in the corner from Jessam. Puck comes free. Played up ahead. Putnam looking for it, but he'll get taken in the boards. That's going to be sent down the ice. Last man back is Thompson for East Hants. Will Thompson plays it over. Here comes Schufeld. Andrew Schufeld takes it wide. Here's Schufeld, but good back check from Jessam as he'll take a reverse hit from Schufeld once again. Here's Schufeld, shot low, rebound save, that will be sent just wide. As Burke was right there on the doorstep, McDonald was down and out, but he couldn't beat him. Chance of the way. Here's Putnam 2-on-1. Putnam will hold on to it and shoot one. Gillis makes a save, rebound covered up. And that will stop play. There was a hit behind the play on the other side that got the crowd's attention. Looks like Ben Higgins heading to the locker room for Truro. He must have gotten some contact there behind the play. So Ben Higgins unavailable right now for Truro. He just got sent to the locker room. Here comes Wenzel for East Hants. Wenzel centering pass will be intercepted. Good back check from Jake Christie, the defenseman. Puck comes free in the corner. Here is Scullion. Scullion gets sent out the puck. This line for East Hants, Spears, Scullion, and Wenzel has been very effective tonight. As here is Patton. Plays it up ahead. That's going to be off the glass. In on the forecheck. That's going to be an icing call. As Chris Armsworthy on the forecheck. A few extra whacks as the whistle blew. These two teams only separated by about 30 kilometers of highway. Maybe a bit more. So obviously a big rivalry. The two top teams in the Northumberland division in the Nova Scotia Hockey League. Puck is dropped. Here's a slap shot from Pound. Just goes wide, tipped in front by Regan Spears. That's going to be cleared down the ice. Last man back is Pound. That'll be an icing call. Once again against Truro, so they still can't change. Exactly 6 minutes to go in the second period. It's a 1-goal game here in East Hants. 50-50 up to $1,700. Puck is dropped. There's a shot from Schufeld, just goes wide of the net. Rebound off the side of the cage. Spears looking for the second attempt. Play to the point. Here is Pound. The Great Britain native will go D to D. Finds Daly. Daly's shot through the screen will go wide of the net. That's like a funny hop out of the corner. That will make its way to neutral ice. Here is Pound. Backhander. That's going to be sent in deep by Schufeld. Chance to clear for Truro. That's going to be off the glass. Stays inside the zone. As Berkman gotten hooked there, but arm stays down. Here comes Armsworthy. Armsworthy over crossing for Julian, but it might be too many men call, but no. Here's a chance. Backhand toe drag. Shot towards the goal. Gillis makes a save. As that was Perigo with a nice move there, trying to free himself up, but no goal. Here's Spears. Plays it over. Here's Burke. Burke takes it wide, holds on to it behind the net, takes a hit in the corner from Patrick Stewart. Burke centering pass will go off a skate and wide. Burke has it again. The captain for East Hants looking to center it. Comes free up top. Is letting a shot go with Schufeld. That's going to be redirected wide. Here comes Truro. Saucer pass up ahead. Finds Stewart. Here is Patrick Stewart. He'll enter the zone on the right side. Stewart in the bottom of the circle. Drops off for Putnam up high. And Gillis flashes a leather. That will go off the glove and out of play. It is still 3-2. Gillis with a nice save. Apparently he has a few kids in the crowd watching him on. That's got to be a pretty cool feeling for the veteran Gillis. He's played a lot of senior hockey in his career. but this is his first season for his hometown Penguins in the newly formed Nova Scotia Hockey League. It's great to have hockey back in East Hants. The crowd sure agrees. As here is Pike as the Penguins win the face-off. That's going to be a funny hop. Comes free for Colin Campbell. Looking to center it. Lance Lee finds it. Played in deep. Finds Patton, who gets hut off the puck by Pike. Comes free at the line. Here is Campbell. That's Eric Campbell. Sent to the Wards. As Patton has it at the top, but picked off. Here comes Noseworthy. 3-on-2. Noseworthy takes it wide, trying to drop it off for Garrett Holmes. It's going off a stick. Good back check from the Bearcats. And here comes Truro now, looking to spring a man. That was Campbell. That's going to go out of his reach. Makes his way on net as Gillis will saucer through the middle of the ice. Picked up. Is looking for Holmes. Penguins stay on side. Chipped into the corner. Here's Holmes. Holmes up for Noseworthy. Good stick. Comes free. Here's Armstrong. Pad save. Rebound sent towards the goal. Just wide. Good look from Holmes. Looking to redirect that one in the back of the net, but we'll play on. Here's a chance either way. Lance Lee has it. Lance Lee spinning pass. Looking for Campbell, but he couldn't connect. So number 11. Here's Campbell. Looking to play it across. Finds Blackwood off the bench. That's Blackmore rather. Puck comes free for the Penguins behind their own net. 3.5 to go in the second period as Holmes has it again. Here's Garrett Holmes. Saucer across, off a body of Spears. Play to the wall. Bearcats have possession. Looking to clear the zone. Here is Anthony. Drops it off for Julian. Julian shot looking for the puck off the pad. Rebound, but sent just wide. Melville will collect it. Takes a hit. Puck comes free. Here is Rogers. Makes the play. Up ahead looking to spring Spears. That's going to be out of his reach. And puck comes free off the hop. Watch out there. As Spears came into the goaltender. And here we go. Might be a scrum after that one. McDonald is down in front of the net. So we'll take the camera off of him. An awkward collision as the puck bounces its way off the boards off of the potential icing call. And Spears saw that loose puck. Drove the net hard. And collided with the goaltender McDonald. As we'll take a quick break or two in High Button Sports. Medical staff on the ice. Be back in just a moment. Welcome back inside the Igloo. Number 33. That is Alex McDonald. Took a hard hit from Spears unintentionally. Spears was just trying to find that loose puck off the hop off the boards. McDonald still talking to the medical staff on the Truro side. As they signal to the bench, we might see a new goalie in now. Let's see what the decision is here. That looks like McDonald is gonna exit the game. So that's definitely gonna change things in this one. McDonald is having a great performance in his second game of the season. You know he wants to finish this one off, but the medical staff did not give him the clearance. So it looks like backup goalie Dylan Bergmark will enter the game for Truro. Bergmark has not played a game this season. This will be quite the debut for him in a one-goal game with 3 minutes to go in the second period. McDonald heading to the dressing room on the Churro side, and in comes the backup. Quite the setup for Bergmark, number 31. So obviously a big change in the momentum of this game, as McDonald was a big factor in the 1-goal lead for Churro. Shots are 35-21 in favor of East Hants right now, and they were only able to solve McDonald twice. So just when you think you've seen everything in senior hockey, in comes Bergmark in his first Nova Scotia Hockey League game. Let's see what he's got. Burke will take the face-off against G. Blackmore. It's going to be one back for the Penguins. DD pass finds Pownell sitting in the corner. You know the Penguins are going to want to get some pucks on net here early, trying to test the goaltender, make sure he's not on his game. Don't give him a chance to settle into the game. As here's Daly. It's going to be kept in by Blackmore. Here's G. Blackmore. Centering pass will be off a stick. Rebound came loose in the slot, but poked away. Puck on straight neutral ice. Nelville back to retrieve it. Bearcats have in their own zone. Nelville takes the return pass. 2.5 to go in the second period. Here is Nelville. We'll send him to the opposite corner. Daly against Julian for the loose puck. Puck comes free in the corner for Burke. Burke, the captain for East Hants, will backhand it up ahead. Finds Schufelt. Andrew Schufelt will go off the boards. It's going to be picked off. Eric Campbell has it now. Campbell will backhand one inside the zone. Corralled by Daly. He'll put it up ahead. As off the bench came a Bearcat player and sent right back in deep. That is Putnam, who's dumped that one in. That's going to be sent the other way. Here comes Schufelt. Schufelt will take it wide. Spinning shot will be blocked. Rebound! They score! Schufelt let the original shot go. Rebound was right there for the captain, Burke. And it is a tie hockey game. Bergmark made the original save, but rebound came off the pad, and Burke made no mistake. And just like that, it's a tie hockey game here in East Hants. 1:45 to go in the second period. As here is Campbell. Played up ahead for Putnam. Putnam will send it in deep and reverse hits his man. That was Pike. Played behind the net. Battle ensues for the loose puck. Looking to clear is Thompson. That's going to be covered up by Gillis, and that will stop play with 1:28 to go in the second period. So just joining us, the starting goaltender for Churro, that was Alex McDonald. Took a hit up high, forced to leave the game. In comes Dylan Bergmark playing his first senior hockey league game. East Hants immediately tie the game after a second shot off Bergmark. It's going to be one back for Jessam. Jessam shot through the screen, will be directed off the pad of Gillis. Lance Lee back out there with Campbell and Patton looking to regain the lead for Churro. It's going to be cleared down the ice. Here comes Ralph. Ralph will play it over noseworthy, back up top. There's a shot on. That's going to go off the block. A rebound. That's going to be saved by Bergmark. It looked like Packer let that secondary opportunity go, and Bergmark sprawls out to make the save. 1:01 to go in the second period. It's a tie game here in East Hants. Bearcats coming into this game winning 11 in a row, but they got their third string goalie in now. Matt Welsh, the clear starter, unavailable for tonight. Alex McDonald just exited the game with an injury, so they gotta reach deep in their bag to try and beat the Penguins on the road. That's gonna be sent down the ice. Last man back is Pike. Pike will try and clear. It's gonna be kept in. Here's Blackmore looking to center it, but good back check from Scullion. He'll break up the pass. Here comes Scullion now. Up for Wenzel. Takes it wide. Back for Scullion. Play over across. Here's a centering pass will go off a stick as that was Riley Spears looking to finish off that 3-on-2, but he turned it over. Sent back inside the Penguin zone. Here's Pike. 30 seconds to go in the period. Put up ahead. Here is Scullion. Feint on the dump in. Holds on to it. Scullion takes it wide. Puts the brakes on. Up for Pike. Pike has it. DDD pass. Looking for Thompson, who couldn't get that on the stick cleanly. He'll dump it in. Here's Wenzel. Up for Pike. Pike plays it over. Here's Thompson. Hesitates. Shot through. Rebound covered up. As Bergmark makes the save with 4 seconds to go on the clock. As a goaltender myself, you got to feel for number 31, Bergmark, playing in his debut. A tough situation in front of a capacity crowd here in East Hants. Four seconds to go in the period. Face off to the glove side of Bergmark. Puck is dropped. Comes free, and that's going to be played to the corner, and that's going to do it for the second period. So we have ourselves a tie hockey game heading into the third period. Bearcats led 3-1 heading into this frame, but East Hants notches things up at 3. You're tuned to High Button Sports. Our coverage of the Nova Scotia Hockey League will continue after the intermission. Welcome back for the third period of play. Nova Scotia Hockey League on High Button Sports. The 102 rivalry continues. Third period, it's a tie game at threes. It was an interesting end of the second as we saw a goalie injury as Alex McDonald, who was having a great performance, had to leave the game due to an injury. In came Dylan Bergmark, number 31, as he enters the crease to start the third period. So McDonald's still out. Bearcats will have to rely on their third string goalie to try and beat the Penguins here at home. Bearcats have won 11 straight games heading into the night. It's a tie game as we are just about underway in the third period. And puck is dropped now, and we are underway here in the third. This is going to be one back for Thompson. He'll go D to D. Puck is bouncing, collected by Schutfeld. Schutfeld has an assist tonight for East Hants on the most recent Penguins marker to tie the game. Pass it ahead for Spears. That's Regan Spears. He'll send it in deep. Burke on the forecheck. He'll get there first. Burke, the captain of the Penguins in their inaugural season. Senior hockey is back in Nova Scotia. That's going to be picked up ahead. Here comes Linz. Might be a 3-on-2. Lynn's shot will just go wide out the blocker. That's going to be cleared down. A chance the other way. Here is Burke. Burke will set a shot goal that will sail over the net. Comes free at the line for Regan Spears. He'll send it back in deep. Takes a hit in the process as Burke gets taken down behind the net. Puck comes free in the corner. Chur looking to clear. Played a little boards for Linz. But in came pinching Armstrong for the Penguins. Sent up ahead. Here's a breakaway the other way. Here's a shot. Glove down by Gillis. As that was Merle Putnam on the breakaway. Nice stretch pass to find him all alone. But Gillis stands his ground. And it's still tied. We're just over a minute into this third period. Bearcats have it. That's sent up ahead by Anthony. Finds Colin Campbell with 2 assists tonight. Campbell's pass intercepted. As Pike looking to clear. Kept in by Campbell. Colin Campbell will center it over across. Here's a shot from Lanceleaf. Rebound. Gillis makes both saves. As Carson Lanceleaf was all alone off the great pass from Campbell, but it's still tied. Gillis with some big stops to start this third period. That's the top line for the Bearcats right out there in the second shift of the third. Lanceleaf, Patton, and Campbell. Puck on the wall. Penguins have it, looking to clear. Played up ahead. Loose puck. Looks like Eric Campbell will get there first as he has Pound on the forecheck. Sent up ahead, but picked off. Puck is bouncing. Here is Holmes looking to center it. Comes free. Pound will play it over cross, but that'll be out of the zone. Chance the other way. Here comes Lanceleaf. A good back check. Frees out the puck. Comes free for Campbell. Colin Campbell will hold on to it in the slot. Shoots one. Reverse hit. Here's another chance for Campbell. Pass in front. Here's Lanceleaf. Save made. In tight by Gillis as Lanceleaf gets taken down. He's a little slow to get up. Right in front of the Penguins' crease. Hitting the corner on Campbell. Things are really opening up here in the third. Here come the Penguins. With the puck is Ralph. We'll put the brakes on. Ralph gets nudged off by G. Blackmore. Puck comes free for Ralph in the neutral ice. Ralph trying to send it in deep off the body of Jessam off the bench. He'll send it towards the Penguin zone. Picked off. Here is Connor Rogers. Enters the zone on the right side. Rogers' shot will be covered down by Bergmark. That's what will make the save. A great start to this third period. The 50-50 tonight is over $2,300. As you can see, a full crowd on hand tonight. That's going to be a face-off, one back. As Stewart collects it for the Bearcats. Right up ahead, that's going to be dumped in the opposite corner. Julian looking for the hop. And so he'll get there first for Churro in the forecheck. Leaves it behind the net. There's a centering pass. Blackmore backhand just goes wide of the net. Stewart pitching in. Plays it in deep. Battle ensues for the puck as Dempsey has it down low. Him and Blackmore out there on the forecheck. 2-on-2 behind the net of Gillis. It's a tied hockey game here in the third period on a Friday night in East Hants. That's going to be played up ahead by Spears, but good job and neutralized by Stewart to negate the dump in. Gillis have to play it. Up the wall. Penguins have the puck. Here's Armstrong. Gets pinned in the wall. Puck comes free. Is Wenzel looking for it. Wenzel finds Spears. Here's Riley Spears, 3-on-3. Spears takes it wide in the corner. As him and Baker get collide. That's going to be a penalty on the play, and that will be a Penn Hills power play for the Penguins. Spears on the forecheck got taken into the boards. Looks like it will be Cole Baker, the penalized player. So back to the power play for the Penguins. Have not scored on the man advantage tonight, but they got a great opportunity to take the lead for the first time in this game. Burke, Regan Spears, Will Thompson, Cedric Ralph, and number 91, Andrew Schufelt out there for this power play. Here's Thompson over to Schufelt, back for Thompson. Thompson finds Burke on the half wall. Burke will hesitate, plays it to the goal line. There's a pass in front. The shot, that will just go wide. As Bergmark might have been down and out there, but a good defensive stick prevents a goal, perhaps. That's going to be cleared down the ice. Gillis had to play it. Nearly turned over. Now it is. Gillis right back out to make the play as Armstrong plays it over. Thompson. Here is Schufelt. Schufelt, the former Dalhousie Tiger, will put the brakes on at the center ice line. Plays it over for Thompson. Back for Schufelt. 40 seconds have gone on the power play. Thompson looking for it. Good forecheck from Colin Campbell out there, shorthanded. As here's Patton looking for the puck in the corner. That's going to be a hit on the wall on Thompson. Puck comes free for Schufelt. Saucer pass up ahead. Finds Burke. Here is Taylor Burke, the former Gatineau Olympic. Will center head puck is bouncing off a stick. Comes free for Schufelt. Up top. Finds Thompson. Will Thompson will slow things down. Plays it over. There's Spears. Plays it up top. Burke has it. It's like a slap shot. Scores! Taylor Burke, top of the circle. Slap shot on the power play. His second on the night. Penguins have their first lead. It's 4-3. Penn Hills power play marker for Burke. And it is now a 1-goal lead exactly 5 minutes in to this third period. Slap shot made its way through the screen past Bergmark. Penguins have the 1-goal lead as of right now, but still plenty of time in this third period. There's Perico. Plays it up ahead for Christie, looking to clear. Banks it off the wall. Daly couldn't handle it cleanly. Puck comes free. Here's Putnam. Putnam will play it around the boards. Recollected by Spears. He takes a hit in the corner. On the forecheck was Linz. Another chance to clear for East Hants. Here is Wenzel. Pass up ahead looking for Spears. There's Riley Spears. Can handle it. Out to play it is goaltender Bergmark. He'll find Christie. DD pass. Right up ahead. Perigo takes the pass. Takes a hit in the process as here comes Colin Campbell. 2 assists tonight. Campbell centering pass, but all tangled up. Looking for that one. As here come the Penguins the other way. With the puck is Spears. Look at the line and send it in deep. As trouble with the puck there was Bergmark. Comes free behind the net. There's a shot. Will go wide. That will make its way out of the zone. Delayed offside. Plenty of time for Jake Christie to look for a lane as his teammates are regrouping. Christie played up ahead is sent in deep by Lansley. Back out there with Campbell and Patton. Puck comes free for Hunter. Ty Hunter looking to center it. Turned over. Here's Lansley. Shot at the blocker. Gillis makes a save. Rebound in the corner. Looking to play to the line for Jessam. Sent it away. Here comes Hunter. 3-on-2 for the Penguins. Hunter takes it wide. Shot at the rush. He fought up. Rebound there, but cleared away. Bergmark makes a save. Chance to the way now. Here comes Colin Campbell. Takes it wide right. Campbell puts the brakes on looking for a trailer. Pass across. Here is Patton with 2 goals in the night. Plays it up top. Here, it's a chance for Stewart. Slap shot, rebound! Covered up. Another chance in front. They whack away. But Gillis covers it up as a shove in front. And a few bodies going out of here. A wrestling match on the side. Senior hockey at its finest here, folks. Back and forth action. And a few scrums after the whistle. It's been a great third period so far. 7 minutes have gone. Might see some penalties here. Temperature rising here in the third. Wait to see who gets the penalties here. Looks like it will be a power play for Truro, looking to tie the game. So we'll head to the penalty kill presented by CIBC. Connor Baker gets the roughing called. So a chance for the Truro Mosaic Bearcats to tie the game. They'll send Anthony, Colin Campbell, Cam Patton, and they'll need one more guy out there to make it a power play. As off the bench is Lanceleave. So Lanceleave, Patton, Campbell, Anthony out there for this power play alongside Dylan Perigo, or Daniel Perigo rather, as Penguins have it off the face-off win, send up ahead, chance short-handed. Here's Holmes, shot redirected into the glove. Penalty on the play as Lanceleave will head to the box. Lanceleave having a discussion with the ref. As Scully has a few words and nearly a fight in the penalty box. As words between the benches now is Lanceleave and Baker going at it. It will be 4-on-4. Referees coming over to separate the men in the box. And that's going to be the end of the night for both players in the box. Lanceleave and Connor Baker will be escorted to their dressing rooms. They're still barking. So you want to talk about the temperature rising. It just got turned up another notch. Lanceleave, you can see him in the hallway throwing a stick. Senior hockey at its finest here, folks. What a third period this has turned out to be. That's going to be it for Lanceleave, who had a 3-point night. A goal and 2 assists, so the Bearcats are without him and Ben Higgins. And their starting goaltender, so a shorthanded Bearcat squad on the road. Looking to get back in this game. 1:48 of 4-on-4, and then 12-second power play for East Hants. As they'll have to send, looks like Noseworthy will sit in the box. Sorry, that is Spears. So after all that, it's 4-on-4. Penguins have the puck. They win the face-off. One over to Pike. Pike sent towards the goal. Just goes in the corner instead. Schufelt there to collect it. Schufelt has the goal in this game. Andrew Schufelt will take it in the middle. Shot through the screen, blocked. As here comes Colin Campbell now. Campbell will circle back in his own zone. Plays it over for Anthony. Anthony takes it wide on the entry. Centering pass, looking for Patton, off a stick. Comes free the other way. Here come the Penguins now. Burke has it over cross for Schufelt. Schufelt shot up high. Just missing the top shelf. Comes free for Pike. Will send it back in deep, but it's going to be over the stick of Schufelt. Burke looking for the puck in the forecheck. Patton will whack it back for Anthony. Hit over cross. Bearcats have it. He's going to play it off the wall as Neville makes a nice move and neutralized to get by Burke. Neville enters his zone, drops it off on the wall. Bearcats setting up on the 4-on-4 as Campbell's still out there. Campbell falls down trying to make a play. Campbell with 2 assists tonight, but it's going to be turned over and sent down the ice, and that will be an icing call as it is still 4-on-4. Penguins cannot change. So now they're winning 50-50 number. So B-1109 is your winning 50-50 number. It looks like we have a winner in the crowd based off of that reaction. And that is a big ticket home, as the 50-50 overall was just under $2,400.
Oh my God, that was my
So scenes going on in the crowd, but we'll play on. That's going to be sent in deep. Here is Christie. Christie battling for the forward check. As they'll pin the puck against the wall. Still 4-on-4 for the next 10 seconds, and it'll be a very brief Penguins power play presented by Penn Hills. Penguins have in the offensive zone. Pass over across. Picked up. Here's a shot at the blocker. Big stop there from Bergmark. Letting that one go was Ryan Daly out of the box. It spears and they score! Puck came loose. That's going to be put home by number 62, Cameron Pound. And that will be a power play goal. Just as the 4-on-4 was expiring. Pound finds the puck in the slot. Penguins have a 2-goal lead here in the third. Biggest lead of the game for the Penguins so far, but still about half a period to go in regulation. Penguins have it. Here's Daly. Daly will put the brakes on behind his own net. Drops it off. Played back over for Daly. Daly plays to the boards. Here come the Penguins. They'll send it in deep, but hit on the wall will free up the puck. Looking to clear is Churro, who are all of a sudden down by 2 goals. They led by 2 after the first period. A few injuries on their side and ejections have caused them to kind of lose their momentum. As here's Ralph for the Penguins. Plays it over. Centering passes. Noseworthy looking to drive the net, but he couldn't finish off the pass. Chance the other way. Here comes Julian. Julian lets a shot go out the rush. That'll go off a body and wide. Comes free for Stewart in neutral ice. As we are now halfway through the third, 10 minutes have come and gone. Here's Perico, shot through the screen, looking to toe drag, release that one, but that's going to be gloved down, and that will take us to the halfway mark in our TV timeout. We're tuned to High Bun Sports, Nova Scotia Hockey League action. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back inside the Igloo. Timeout now over. It's a 5-3 lead for the East Hants Penguins here at home. Churro scored 3 goals in the opening frame, but have not been able to put one in since. 4 straight goals for East Hants has them up top by 2 halfway through the third period of play. As Colin Campbell back out there for this face-off in the offensive zone. He'll be without Lanceleave, his running mate, for the rest of this game. He got kicked out for mouthing off in the penalty box. That's going to be one back for Jesson, sent in deep. That's Patton out there looking to cycle it. Comes free on the wall. He's going to clear the zone. DAD pass, finds Jesson. Jesson will take a hit as he dumps it in. Spears and Jesson colliding in neutral ice. Armstrong looking to clear. Wenzel back out there for East Hants. Puck in behind the net. Bearcats looking to get something going here on the offensive side, but they have not been able to do so. His hit from Jesson frees up the puck. Chance of the way. Here comes Jimmy Scullion. Scullion shot off the mask, and that will stay out. Still 5-3. Pass over cross. Jesson will throw it towards neutral ice, but it's going to be picked off. The Spears will dump it in deep. Bergmark out to play it. Leaves it for Neville. Sean Neville has the puck for the Bearcats. Nearly picked off was his pass to Campbell, but Colin Campbell able to recover for Churro. Campbell has the puck in neutral ice, makes a few moves. Campbell will take it wide towards the goal, takes it behind the net. Will get nudged off the puck, comes free for East Hants. He's going to play the corner. Anthony pinching in, takes a hit from Noseworthy. Battle ensues. Chance for East Hants to clear. Laid up the wall, finds Wenzel. That's going to be turned over. Back inside the zone as Chris Armsworthy looking for the puck. Here come the Penguins now. Will Thompson has the puck, will take it wide. Puts the brakes on, looking for Noseworthy, but Pochek will free up the puck. Comes free for Hunter. Pass through the middle. Off the stick of Marr. Comes free. Here's Eric Campbell. DDD pass. Bearcats have it in their own zone. Looking for the return feed over to Campbell. He'll collect it. Pass it ahead. Battle ensues with a loose puck. Comes free. Here is Dempsey. Takes it wide. Centering pass. Here's a shot off the shin pad of Armstrong. Well, that was Thompson, rather, who got in front of that one. There's a point shot. Just goes wide. Anthony will collect it on the other side. Anthony looking for the tip in front off the low shot. That's going to be blocked in front. Here come the Penguins. Schufelt will chip it towards the neutral ice. We nearly got hit with that puck, but we're okay up here. Linz finds it, put up ahead, looking for Dempsey. That will go off a body as Hunter can collect the pass. Battle ensues for the loose puck as Campbell will throw it up the boards. Last man back is Marr. He has the puck. Pass over cross finds Daly. Daly will drop it off for Marr. Marr finds Hunter. That will go off a stick of Christie. Hold his zone. Christie, centering pass will be intercepted. Play to the neutral ice. Here is Stewart now. Stewart will whack that one into the zone. Gillis have to play it. That will go off his stick. Here is Ryan Daly. About 7 minutes to go here in the third period. Penguins holding on to a 2-goal lead. Puck comes free off the turnover, but quickly recollected. As here comes Daly for East Hants. Daly shot off the rush, be blocked in front. Rebound is a toe drag and a top shelf snipe. Regan Spears gets the goal, and it's 6-3. Puck came loose off the block. Spears collected it, dragged it, and went top shelf over the glove. Penguins have the biggest lead of the night. 6-3 is your score. Regan Spears double dips, 2 on the night. That will be his 12th goal of the season. And the Bearcats are now down by 3. They have won 11 straight games heading into the night. They still got 6:45 to tie this game, but it has now become even harder with the most recent Penguins goal. They are down by 3 goals. Chance to clear for Churro. Here's Campbell. Campbell looking to stretch the pass for Blackmore. Gillis will collect the dump in. Gillis will hold on to it, play it up the wall. Kept in. There's a chance sent towards the goal. That's going to bounce its way through the slot, but out of harm's way for the Penguins. They'll take it the other way. Here comes Ralph. He gets hit on the entry. As the league grows, you might see the physicality ramp up, as that will be played outside the line. Burke, who's got 2 goals tonight on hat-trick watch, has the puck. The captain for East Hants will send it inside the zone. He played back. DD pass from Neville. Finds Campbell. Campbell up ahead, looking for Colin Campbell. So he'll get a slash and play it back. Puck comes free the other way. Last man back is number 87, Chris Armsworthy. He'll take it behind the net. 5:45 to go here in the third. It's a 3-goal lead for East Hants. Here comes Alex Anthony through the middle. He'll take a hit from Armstrong. No call on the play. Or no, penalty in the corner, my apologies. Hooking is a signal, and a hit in front of the net. Might see a scrum here. Three-goal lead here in the third for East Hants. A rivalry night. Bearcats have had a frustrating game. A few injuries on their side. 5.5 to go. Looks like the officials will calm things down behind the net of Gillis. There was an original penalty on the play, but a few more things happened after that, so we'll see what this leads to. Looks like Anthony will sit for Churro. Spears as well. That's Riley Spears. Hooking on Spears is a signal. Head contact against number 4. That is Alex Anthony. Looks like it will be 5-on-5 off the coincidental penalties. But we'll wait confirmation on that. One more on each side, so it will remain 5-on-5. 5.5 to go. 3-goal lead for East Hants here at home. They were down 3-1 after the first period, but a few injuries on the Bearcats side kind of slowed the ball down for them. Here come the Penguins now. 5.5 to go in the third. It's going to be played on net. Bergmark will leave it behind the net. Battle ensues for the loose puck. Comes free on the goal line. Here's Schufelt. Pass up top for Armstrong. Here's Brett Armstrong's shot will be blocked by the stick. The Bearcat player in front sent the other way. That's going to be picked off as Regan Spears came in on the back check. DD pass. Penguins have it. Played up ahead. Burke looking to get inside the zone, but met there by Campbell. Sent the other way. Here is Regan Spears. Drops it off. Shot will go off a stick and out of play. With 4:53 remaining here in the third. We saw a fight here last week on Saturday night. I believe it's an extra game suspension if it's in the last 5 minutes of the third, so I don't think we'll see one to finish this game off, but you never know. 6-3 is your score. Face off to the blocker side of Bergmark. Puck is dropped. It's going to be played to the line. Here is Thompson. Thompson will hold on to it. Will avoid a hit there. That's going to be a penalty as he got clipped on the way through. That was Dempsey. Came flying through looking for the body. Just got a piece, and that will be considered a tripping call. Dempsey will get escorted to the penalty box. So another Penn Hills power play. So another man advantage here, but then by Penn Hills. Spears in for the face-off. That's Burke rather. One back. Here's Thompson. Thompson back for Burke, who's on hat-trick watch. Burke play to the corner. Finds Ralph. Back for Burke. Burke back down low for Ralph. Ralph has a puck in the corner on the power play. Pass up top, back for Burke. Plays it over Thompson in the middle. Thompson finds Schufelt, plays it down low for Spears. Spears back up top for Schufelt. Schufelt will climb down the boards. Plays it back up top. Spears will walk in and shoot unblocked. That's going to be cleared down the ice as Lynn's got in front of that one. Puck comes free. Here's Putnam. Putnam will let a shot go off the pad of Brian Gillis. He makes the save. 4 minutes to go in the third period. 1:15 remaining on the power play. Here's Spears. Drops it off for Ralph. Ralph back up top for Burke. There's Taylor Burke. Plays it over. Gets the return pass from Thompson. Over across. There's a one-timer. Burke shot. Save made. Rebound cleared away. Schufelt set up Burke for the one-timer. He's looking for the hat trick. That's going to be passed up to the blue line, but out of the reach of Burke, who will let Gillis play it off the boards. Intercepted. That's going to be sent the other way and then immediately cleared down the ice by Jessam. Gillis out to play it. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson will drop it off. Finds the stick of Pounds. Over across. On the entry is Scullion. Pass across. That's going off a skate. Rebound cleared away. And that will get by Pound to the blue line. Cameron Pound has a goal tonight, his third of the year. That's going to be intercepted off the turnover. Here comes Julian. Julian will take it wide, short-handed. Julian's shot will go wide of the net. He gets taken down, so we'll have 4-on-4 for 7 seconds. As Anthony and Spears will re-enter the game out of the penalty box. So that'll do it for the power play. in 7 seconds, we'll have a CIBC penalty kill. 2:50 remaining here in the third period. It's a 3-goal lead for East Hants. Puck is dropped, one back to the point for Stewart. Stewart's shot will go off a stick and remain inside play. As that took a funny hop, but the Penguins able to recollect it. So now a penalty kill for East Hants. As here is Stewart. Patrick Stewart will dump it in deep. Gillis once again at the plate. He's no stranger to playing that puck. Looking to clear. It's going to be kept in by Marr unintentionally, and then eventually will clear it down. And Stewart will click the pass. Stewart up ahead. There's a chance for Patton over cross, but out of the reach of Pregame. Turned over. There's a shot off the stick. Rebound behind the net. Cleared away. This is Thompson in the corner. Gets hit off the puck. Comes free. Way to the point. Stewart has it. Stewart over cross. Campbell. Play to the half wall for Colin Campbell. He took the pass from Eric Campbell. Campbell has it. Plays it down low. It's a return pass. Campbell had his shot blocked by Marr. But that's going to be deflected but kept in at the line. Played in deep. Bearcats have it out of the corner. Pass up ahead will be off a body as Stewart and Marr collide right on the blue line. As here is Eric Campbell. 50 seconds to go on the Bearcats power play. Pass over across. Here's Pregame. Shot will be blocked. Rebound sent on goal, and Gillis makes a save, and he'll get run into. And a penalty on the play as Gillis' helmet comes off. A minute and a half to go here in the third. Another penalty on the play. Heading to the box is number 29. That's Pregame. So we'll have 41 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by a Penns Hill power play for the Penguins. In for the draw is Jimmy Scullion inside the Bearcat zone. They're up by 3 here in the third. That's going to be one back. Bearcats have it. 4-on-4 for the next 35 seconds. Entering the zone. It's going to be tipped in deep by Bruce Gillis. Puck in the corner. Play to the line. Here's Putnam. Putnam plays it on the wall. Right back for Putnam up top. Putnam will try and drop it off, but that's going to be picked off. Chance other way. Here come the Penguins. Spears has it on the backhand. Forehand move! That will stay out. And standing his ground was Bergmark on the breakaway, and that will be whistled down as Bergmark had the puck come right back to him. We're inside the last minute of play here in the third. Penguins up by 3. They are now on the Penn Hills power play. Spears in for the draw against G. Blackmore inside the Bearcat zone. Puck is dropped. One back. Here is Jessam. Jessam plays it over. Finds Stewart. Stewart will flick it down the ice. 40 seconds to go. Out to play it is Gillis. Once again, he'll collect it on his backhand. He'll leave it behind the net. Picked up by Will Thompson. 30 seconds left in this one. It's going to be saucered across the ice. Hunter will there to collect it, but watch out there as that puck nearly got deflected to my face, but we're good up here in the booth. We're so close to the action here. There is nothing separating us between the ice and the camera. Trying to give you the best look possible. So 24 seconds left in this one. Looks like the Bearcats winning streak will come to an end here tonight. They won 11 straight games heading into this contest. Face off as this can be cleared down the ice as Julian finds it in neutral zone. Julian, 20 seconds to go. Takes it wide. Backhand shot will be gloved down by Gillis as that will stop play. And a scrum out of the whistle in the corner. Julian in the mix. All 9 players on the ice are in the corner right now. Pike and Julian with a few words for each other. They'll send Pike to the locker room with 12 seconds to go in the game. As on the other side, Bergmark just hanging around in the crease. He came in relief at the end of the second period. Alex McDonald, the starting goaltender, was injured. As we see a few ejections on both sides. 12 seconds to go. Penguins are still in the power play. They'll drop the puck on neutral ice as the defenseman came past the ringette line. I don't think we'll see a scrap here, but you never know. Blackmore in for the draw. Puck is dropped. One back as Penguins have it. 10 seconds to go. Play to the corner. 4 seconds. As hit on the corner, and that will be the last one, and that's going to do it. So the Penguins, here at home, snap the Bearcats' winning streak. 6-3 will be your final score. 5 straight goals for East Hants. As a few words after the buzzer at center ice. The Truro East Hants rivalry continues in the revamped Senior Hockey League here in Nova Scotia. If you're looking for something to do tonight, the East Hants Penguins will be at Shooters Bar and Grill. I'm not sure if they're signing autographs there or not, but they will be in attendance, I was told. As they're still barking on neutral ice. Both benches are cleared. Tension high at the end of this game. Looks like Truro will retreat back to their dressing room. So that's going to do it. 6-3 is your final score. Thank you for tuning in to Highline Sports production of the Nova Scotia Senior Hockey League. My name is Mason Dyke with Highline Sports. Thank you for tuning into this one. Plenty more hockey on the way this weekend across highlinesports.ca.